A little muting there, getting all the lines muted, but we're going to get this call started. Good morning. I am Dr. Roz, VP of Communications here at Akana. I am sitting in for our phenomenal Chief Sales Officer, Phyllis Natch. And as many of you know, they are all of those corporate team and leaders are traveling from Atlanta, where there was a fantastic meetings there. And so I'm just going to sit in for her today, and we're going to kind of pitch back each other for Tuesday and Thursday this week. And I'm going to tell you something. I thought about here's what happened this morning. My husband called me back after he left home on his way to work. And he called back to ask me about his phone because his phone had said that it had updated, and he wanted to know was that okay, basically, and is that normal things that happen, because sometimes you see things and sometimes you don't recognize it when they happen. And I mean, how many of you have ever done that? You've ever looked at your phone and gotten a message saying that your phone has been updated, or maybe you've gotten a message that you need to update, or maybe you've gotten you're on your computer, and it's telling you your computer will update before it restarts. You're ready to restart your computer for whatever reason. And then that little message over there says, upon restarting, it's going to update. Or before you shut it down, it's going to update. So in that case, means that you can't do anything. You've got to wait. You're ready to shut your computer down, and it says, okay, but we're going to update before we shut down. And while it's doing that, there's a message across your screen saying, don't touch it. Don't do anything. Don't mess with a thing while it's in the middle of updating, because it's got to finish the updating process. Now, I'll be quite transparent to say that when this happens, it usually always happens at the wrong time. When it happens, it usually is very quite inconvenient. But it tends to always happen when you're in a hurry and you're trying to do something, or you're trying to go somewhere on your phone or go somewhere on your computer. And sometimes because it's an inconvenient time, if it gives us the option to do it or not to do it, we often choose not to do it, because we're so focused on what we've got to do that completely, we even ignore the message. If you're able to do that, some of them do it on its own, but some of them give you the option. And if we have the option, so many of us ignore the message. I'm not updating. I don't even know if I need to update. What is that for? I don't even realize why I got to update. I'm not trying to update. I don't want no trash. I don't want no this. I don't want anything else to happen to my computer or my phone. So I'm not going to do it. So we ignore that message. Let me tell you something. Phones and computers, updates, they serve a purpose. They often serve a purpose to do what? To fix some bugs that the manufacturer has figured out that is causing problems. So the manufacturer has implemented this process to fix their own bugs, to enhance some security features, to improve the performance of your device, to make that device run more smoothly, and more securely. All of these different types of updates, they include a lot of different things. They include new features, they include software optimization, they include compatibility improvements to keep your devices up to date, and improvements to keep your devices in response to the time that we're in right now. Regular updates, and it happens regularly. And guess what? They're essential. They're essential. So the next time you ignore it, don't ignore it. Hear my voice saying to you, let it do the update. Why did I go through all that? Because we need to do it too. Not only do our devices need to update, or our phones or computers need to update, but we as people, we as individuals have bugs. We need to fix our bugs. We often, I wonder what's going on with my business. I wonder why I'm not growing. I wonder why things are not happening. I wonder why doors are not opening. I wonder why miracles are not happening. Maybe you got some bugs. We need to fix our bugs mentally. Mentally, we need to correct any thought. The Bible calls it any thought that sees itself against the knowledge of God. We've got to correct and remove any bugs. My mentor used to call it stinking thinking. We got some stinking thinking that is causing us not to grow, causing us to not to evolve, causing us to become stagnant in our growth as individuals. And everything we do to grow as an individual helps you grow in your business, whether you know it or not. You wonder, what in the world does this have to do with me getting a new customer? What does it have to do with me getting a new distributor? Might be some bugs that need to be fixed. That's not conducive to your growth. Any thought, any mental thought that is not conducive to you growing needs to be fixed, needs to be removed, needs to be defragged. I said also one of the reasons for those updates is security enhancements, right? Security enhancement. So how do we enhance our own security? Am I talking about putting a lock on your door? No, I'm talking about blocking out all negativity. Today, if anything comes across your plate that's negative, block it out. Hang up the phone. Put up a no parking zone. Whatever you got to do to block out all negativity. Negativity does not live here. It does not reside at this residence. Go find another address. I also said that the purpose of all these updates is performance improvements to make the devices run more smoothly and securely. How can we do that? Akana Nation, how can we improve our performance? By improving our abilities, by improving our skills, by refusing to make the same mistake twice. If you're on the internet and you're having difficulty doing a particular thing, or having trouble finding certain things, or having trouble running a Zoom, making the same mistake over and over again, guess whose fault that is? Yep. It's your fault. Because now, because you did it once, you need to find out how to not do that again, how to not make that same mistake again. You've got to educate yourself. You got to ask somebody. You got to get some training. You got to do some reading. You got to do, because I tell people all the time, any problem you have, not just with computers, in life, you can write it in plain English to Google. Somebody else has had the same problem. I mean, if you have a headache, you want to know the natural cure for a headache, or some natural means, or you've got a rash and you need to know, what can I use naturally? If you just say, what can I use naturally for this? On Google, somebody else has had it. You're going to see tons and tons of suggestions. But we've got to always do what we need to do to personally improve our own performance. We can all be better. Yep. My mentor taught me good, better, best. Never let it rest till your good is better and your better is best. Always striving for excellence. One of the other things that was necessary and that happens when your devices are being updated is new features. If there's some new features that have come out, all of a sudden you see changes on your phone. You'll see the whole face will look different. You'll say, my God, you ever seen your whole Yahoo page change and your Gmail page change, your Google page change after it updated? Yeah, new features. And we need to have, we should always be having some new features, learning new things. Oh my goodness, we've got to remove the block that says I can't. Didn't they teach you that when you were a kid? Never say can't. Mama, slap you on the wrist, on the hand. Don't say can't. You can't. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. When you say yes, you can, all of a sudden the mental capacities start taking place in you to give you the ability to do it. As long as you can think, as long as you can talk, as long as you can read, as long as you can hear, you can. You can learn new things. Stop running away from what's new. I'm saying this all the time because nobody's using a beeper anymore, pagers anymore. Nobody's hardly using, even every now and then people are wanting to fax something. And even those are being done sometimes electronically. Nobody's hardly using rotary phones. You might have one, just have it in your house. There are things that we don't use anymore. Nobody has a black and white TV anymore. You got color, every digital. We got kids that don't even know what a RP album and the 45 is. They look like a CD to them. See, times have changed. So stop running away from what's new. Software optimization. That's one of the things that happens when your phone and your computer updates. It optimizes the software. In other words, it looks for better ways to do what it's doing. We've got to always look for better ways to do what we're doing. And that's what I love about Akana, because our CEO is always looking for better ways to improve. Now, that makes us, oh man, what? We just got used to this. I've heard people say, we just got used to this, and now this is changing, because we're looking for better ways. If it's going to improve it, whether it improves it cost-wise or time-wise or its effectiveness. We're always looking for better ways. So you should be looking for better ways to improve yourself, better ways to improve your business, better ways to make your business more, what's the key word here? Duplicatable. And then one of the other things that we talked about earlier that we use for our phones and our computers to update is compatibility improvements, to keep devices up to date with the latest technology and user needs. Updating the technology to improve user needs. So what am I saying? We need to always seek out self-improvement. Seek out I've got to be better. You've got to be better. We all have room for improvement, and that relates to who you are. I don't want anyone to ever settle in saying, that's just me. It's just the way I am. I've been this way all my life. No. Because the just me attitude, because that me you are now may be hindering the you that you're destined to be. Let me say that again. The me that you are now could possibly be hindering the you that you're destined to be. So we live in a detox environment because of who we are at Akana and what we promote and what we're trying to help people do all over the world. Every time I hear another story of a person having a cardiac arrest or having sicknesses and illness in their body, I wish that we could have been before them to give them a bioscan, to suggest to them to detox. Because we know that detoxing is what? The process of removing toxins. And we've got them in our body. And after seeing all night long what was happening in Alabama on the news, on the docks, and all the things, not just there, but all the things that are happening in our country on every level, our country needs to detox. Our country needs to get the toxins out mentally and emotionally and psychologically. We need to let go of whatever is no longer serving us a positive purpose and focus on what enhances our well-being, what enhances our productivity, and what enhances our growth. And it doesn't happen overnight. It's a continuous effort. It's a continuous effort that requires every one of us on this call, and here's where it starts, to become self-aware and to become willing to make the positive changes in our own lives, and then we can share those positive changes with our loved ones, with our fellow man, with all the people that we come in contact, because I believe that Akana, we're making a difference. So today is your day. Tonight is Tuesday night. Our wellness advisors bless us every Tuesday night. Our medical advisory board, top notch, top of the line, bless us every Tuesday night. So get your guests on there, get somebody on there so they can receive the message that's going to be given tonight, the teachings that are going to come through tonight. Tonight at 8 p.m., you want to be on there. You want to get ready for what's getting ready to happen in your life. Have a great Akana kind of day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.